get to it. Yeah.
Welcome, greetings and welcome.
From the islands. Ain't no motherfucking islands around, but you know what it is.
In the middle of the good old USA in Oklahoma. OKC. Welcome to the Sesh.
It's the Sesh.
But we're back again. It's Mr. Mastiff.
You know, I had tried to tell y'all, but he wouldn't let me. But anywho, real quick name change. He changed his shit, so I feel it's only right that I'm joking. I'm changing the name from Neff, though. I'm going by a family name, Tootler, man, or Toot. So, you know, it's your boy Toot. I'm up in the building. Let's do it.
All right.
AKA Lum. Let's get it.
Kick it off, Toot. Let's go.
Man, we're going to jump on this football thing. The man of the hour, Lamar Jackson, requested a trade, March 2nd. What is it?
Collusion.
He say they collude to get it. Well, you know, they say for it to be collusion, you have to have communication. So the owners have to have had some type of communication.
Man,
saying that
I believe that they have. They just not have those emails or those files. They didn't learn from the John Gruden shit. So they didn't have it in their secret chambers this time. But man, it's just kind of appearing and looking, especially with the GM. The Commanders, was talking about. He was saying he's not going to comment on that because he don't want to come off like he, in some sense, like he critiquing them.
The Jets.
Is it the Jets?
Commanders.
I thought it was the Commanders.
No, the Commanders said they ain't interested. They ain't making no calls. They cool with Sam Howell.
Yeah, but I thought he said he wasn't going to make no comment on it. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I got it wrong. But anyway, yeah, somebody was commenting saying they're not going to come off. They don't want to come off like they're discrediting, his game or critiquing anything like that. But they're not interested.
Yeah.
So I mean, to me, man, for them not even entertaining it, and you in need like that, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Man,
it's ridiculous.
I'm gonna say
it shows a sign, bro. And I get that. Hold on.
What sign it show? What sign? That's what I'm about to say. What sign?
Because I know the overline.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Please do, because we get gritty up in this motherfucker.
Get it!
We got to talk about some things.
Let's get it. It's been a minute.
It's not even so much even though that is the primary basis, and I understand it from the team's perspective and their stance on it. That guaranteed money at that rate, what they did with up in Cleveland, didn't fuck the game up. So from the owner's standpoint, in their whole league, they don't want to do that anyway, even though it is the star quarterback position, but it's beyond that, bro.
I got you.
It's beyond that. And I think it's because of the factor of him and his mama doing what they doing, and they holding the line. They're holding the toe. I can't say they're going to be difficult or not because I'm not there. So I'm not going to, I'm not even going to really speak to that degree. But, man, paid that man his money. And the fact that he is a star quarterback in the NFL and no team, 32 of them, none of them is hitting up Baltimore like that. Hey, what can we work out? What's y'all? Just tell me what y'all talking about. So and then let's go from there. Something. Or they're there, we got this star this, we got this, we got assets. Let's talk about something.
I'm about to take a big
ain't nobody saying nothing is
Coach has shown a little bit of interest since he's came out and made his request, right? So that's one team, but that's just a small bite. To kind of tackle some of the things you were saying, I'm in 100% agreement with you that Lamar's problem only stemmed from Lamar not having an agent, right? There's been 100,000 different opinions on if Lamar should or shouldn't have an agent, right? I'm not in the business of telling no man how to manage his multiple millions of dollars, right? Lamar has gotten to be an MVP, a multiple Pro Bowler, right? Without an agent. So it's not like the agent is hindering his performance on the field. So the injuries, I believe, which everybody's been using against Lamar, I believe is nothing but negotiation tactics. I'm not going to be out. Oh, I'm hurt. I can't come back. I ain't finna be out here when it's most important. Do it without me. I done showed y'all what I'm worth. I ain't finna be like Joe Flacco. Go out here and win y'all Super Bowl. Y'all get rid of me 2 years later. Ravens already set a precedent of not respecting quarterbacks. They did it with Trent Dilfer. He won him a Super Bowl. They brought in Elvis Gerback. You know what I'm saying? Ravens have shown a long history of not being willing to pay. There you go. Lamar gonna have to move. Lamar gonna have to move, and it's just business. You know what I'm saying? I believe everything Lamar's done, the message of games, it's nothing but a business tactic. Him strategically not getting a agent is just telling the NFL, you can't make me personally conform.
Do anything, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think if we explored some of the tactics that the NFL actually uses to control some of these players, we'll probably find them super offensive. Right? We'll probably be like, oh, hell no. But at the same time, man, Lamar gonna have to get on the move, man. But the idea that there's no team interested, like the Washington Commanders, right? I can't even be upset with them, right? This is why y'all don't win football games. This is why y'all haven't won football games in an awfully long time. Has nothing to do about X's and O's. When you got a chance to grab you one of them Joes, you go get you one of them Joes. But when there's a real deal Jimmy out there, you better grab him. Lamar is the real deal, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean? So
that to me kind of shows it with their quarterback situation. They got some,
They got a second year guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sam Howell decent. He was decent in North Carolina.
Heineke or whatever.
Heineke ain't on the roster. They got signed Jacoby Brissett. I used to think Jacoby Brissett could be more than he was. At NC State, he was a decent college quarterback. You know what I mean?
He was nice.
But the thing about it is, the NFL, man, it's the real deal. Everybody fast, everybody big, everybody moving.
The competition level is pretty
South
much even except for that upper tier. And that's like a 1% of the league.
So it changes. And so we're going to keep it to the same position.
Where's the next
different team. Quarterbacks. Quarterbacks. We like these quarterbacks. Rodgers. He's a bad man. Somebody once said he's a bad man. He's a sorry man. No, let me get off of Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. Are the Jets going to trade for Aaron Rodgers?
I think it's Green Bay. Honestly.
Okay.
I think it's Green Bay giving him a little fuck you. Like
what would you ask? I'm the Jets, you're the Packers. Hey man, I give you 2 fourth-round picks, a backup quarterback, and a wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers. You making that deal today? I'm just asking.
There must be a whole shit ton of money in that deal, boy, because that ain't shit.
Okay.
It's got to be at least 2 first-round picks.
For Rodgers, who's 40?
That they go, man, please.
I
got to have.
Hell no, bro.
I got to have something for that, man.
Can't give you 2.
I mean,
for this 40-year-old,
when he want to be there, when he on the field, with the weapons that the Jets gonna have, man, please.
Hey man, they need to be talking.
That'd be a bubble situation.
They need to be talking to Rodgers.
I mean, it's got to be a minimum on that, and if it's gonna be lower than that, then it's got to be a first rounder.
Can't be no first rounder. He's not first round talent.
I gotta have something that's matched. You gotta have something that's matched.
He's not first round. I can see second round, a couple second rounders, but he's not. Yeah. I just picked up an extra second rounder. I give you 3 of them.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I wish I had some money to bet you in the fact that shit do
he
go
can't
down.
go. It's
gonna be at least one first rounder in that deal.
Not this year. It's not this year. It can't be this year. Future years, maybe. 25, 26, maybe.
No, not the year coming up.
Yeah. Okay. You saying Rodgers, man? I think more or less.
I agree with you on that. No,
I think it's the Jets. That's why I say it's the Jets, right? Because if the Jets really want to,
that's what I'm saying. Okay,
if they really wanted him, if they really wanted him, they'll lower they would just trade their 13th pick. I think they got to the Packers this year. If you want somebody, go get him.
That's probably what's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to wait around. You want him, go get him, man. He out there. Go get him,
they kind of got to.
You know what I'm saying? He signed all your buddies. He did a lot of stuff for you. Now go on and sign him up, put him on the roster, man, and do your thing.
That route is expensive. I agree with you on that.
NFL,
first rounder for
the draft is coming up April 27th. Big time for a lot of young cats. No longer getting chump change on that NIL. They about to take that big bite of that apple and hopefully get a couple more bites off that apple. You know what I'm saying? Before it's out. Who are you looking for to make a big splash this year? Who surprise picks? People you didn't see coming? Somebody you kind of follow that you think is going to have a greater impact if he gets drafted to the right position? Or somewhere you think he might actually flourish at? Give me your thoughts on the draft, man. Y'all hit that like, that subscribe. Tell us what y'all think about the upcoming draft. Who your team should get? What's your team? Who you like coming out of college? Why? If you're on the East Coast, let us know. Who out there on the East? Where are y'all at? The West, South, Midwest? Holla. Hit that.
Let us know.
Like.
Nah, I don't know. I want to see where my boy Stroud go to. I think it may be Carolina, but you know how sometimes they gallivant and showcase like that's the route that they're gonna go, and
That's why I think they go in Bryce.
Different route. I think so too. I think there's a little bit of that going on.
Yeah.
Just talking to I think it was the GM or wherever Stroud was talking to after his pro day, and just how he was sounding. It sounded like he was genuine in the things that he liked about him.
Right.
But as far as the positioning and really going to the next level, it was very superficial.
What you think about the chances of Stroud developing into a big time player?
Not good if you go to Houston.
Not good. Well, newsflash, he hates Houston.
Sure do.
Football franchise. He
Sure
think
do.
it's trash. From the Rudy, that thing ain't no good. That's what he said, baby.
Yes, sir. You said it perfectly. Straight.
But
and perfect.
Straight
and perfect.
That shit, man. But no, man, I think I don't know, man. He got DeMeco Ryans there, man. So I think that Houston is trying. I don't count nobody out. If you get football is you get the right person at the right time with the right quarterback. Telling you, bro. I'm just telling you. You just never know.
Man, sometimes fruit be sweet on the outside till you start getting closer to the center.
Core, get to the core of it, it ain't no good, huh?
So I mean, it's just. They can definitely turn some things around. There's been some different hands that have changed in ownership and everything else like that into a different group.
Speaking of ownership,
it's $6
billion. $6 billion. 2 different groups.
Who that is?
2 different groups threw up $6 billion. That's $12 billion total, but $6 billion. That's what it costs y'all to go get you the Washington Commanders. Y'all got $6 billion. Go get the Commanders, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with new ownership. Maybe that's another reason Washington.
3 or 4 big heads in it, like celebrities and shit, trying to buy that.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't see who was actually in the groups and what the groups was all about. But I know that they said that 2 groups put up $6 billion for the Commanders. I thought that was an awful lot of money, but for the football team, I mean, I'm sure that's a great profit margin on that shit.
That's what it is.
Washington.
The history of it.
Yeah, Washington should be in the playoffs damn near every year.
NFL lore, like it ain't mine. But
what you mean?
The Washington.
Yeah, but no, they won the original football teams though. They won the original NFL teams.
They go long or so.
Yeah. So you got to, all. Excuse me, I ain't trying to say all. I mean, I like to see the Giants, Eagles, Washington. Them are all Cowboys. Like them been around, man. I've been watching them shit my whole damn life, man. So, but yeah, man, $6 billion. Go get them Commanders. Don't want the Commanders. Yeah. All right, man.
Let's go ahead now.
Cam Newton.
We're gonna get that shit.
Cam Newton.
Shit.
Cam Newton posted a video working out, saying he's gonna make a comeback. He was throwing. Said there's not 32 quarterbacks better than him. What y'all think, man?
The question is, what do you think?
That's the real question.
I mean, what you thinking? And his ability, how good and great a shape he is, probably all that shit probably going on the surface and the facade. But bro, the last time you was on some NFL fields, it didn't look very well. You was fumbling
on the
and it wasn't the scheme that you was in. It wasn't the plays that was being called. You just ain't the old Cam, bro. You big, you strong, you still tough and shit. But I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't. I don't understand it. Maybe it's the competitive, juices that's still flowing in him, and the body is not going to be lining up with that. Or maybe
he got a full year off to get healthy. I could see his perspective, like, yo, I'm finally healthy.
Or maybe he didn't got that Willie Beeman invisible juice, and he gonna try it again.
He ready.
He gonna try it again, but I don't get it. Myself, honestly, I don't get it.
I mean, Cam Newton was a dog back in his day, right?
Absolutely.
But I always think Cam Newton he's the Russell Westbrook of the NFL, right? You didn't take the time to really learn your craft. See, one thing about football, if you don't spend that time getting better, you can fuck around and get exposed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Had a good grip in his career, though. I think that they had locked him in all the fucking quarterback draws and run plays and all that shit.
Yeah, not only that. I mean,
did evolve into that.
But even as a dual threat, as a guy that runs with your legs or use your legs as a weapon, man, you can. But if you got an arm. You got an arm, and you can sling it, and you can put it places accurately. You got to push for your arm to be the ultimate weapon. Because You know what I mean? That's
underdeveloped.
because the thing about football is the passing game is kind of like the fast break pass, the outlet pass. You
Everything
know what I mean?
ain't gonna be 40 and 50 yards down the field.
Everything ain't gonna be that's it right there. It's got to be a lot of 10 to 15 to 20. You know what I'm saying? 10 to 15 to 20s. Okay, we constantly getting 6, 7, 8 here. Yeah. You gotta get a lot of that, and that just take a lot of touch, finesse. You know what I mean? So. You know, a lot of people get too caught up. But, man, my man Cam, personally, man, I think Cam need to sit back and really analyze what it is that he trying to chase, man. Them years, it's been many years.
He been out for what, 3, 4?
He been out just one full year. But, I mean, yeah. But, I mean, COVID year, you know, it just got crazy with all that shit. But, I mean, he's too selfish of a player to actually be able to come back in the NFL. People don't understand you got to humble yourself, especially if you've been a star. I'm sure it's hard as hell to dim a light, right? But when you're trying to just be on a team, a part of, you got to do a lot more blending. You got to do a lot more blending than Sean.
You got to do whatever you can to make sure it's rolling.
What you been on? We're gonna keep this thing rolling like we do. Because, you know, we be in here.
What's the next?
We're going to get on this March Madness, man. What y'all think about this March Madness, man? What's going on? Y'all hit that like, subscribe. Tell us what y'all think. I know everybody bracket fucked up, so go on and hit that like, subscribe. Tell me how bad your bracket is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even fuck with the bracket. My team just lost Texas.
My shit's so bad, ESPN logged me out of my account.
Like, that's a damn.
Like, you know, you first put it in, a couple of little rounds. You know, every time you go to it, you get right to, okay, here I am. Shit, I got logged back in my shit. Like, your shit's so bad. We just go.
Just move your shit to the side.
Get you up out of there, bro.
Man, you know, you're in the bottom half of all brackets. Man, it's a crazy year, people want to say, but I think this is just the new look of
like
NILs.
Yeah.
NILs, man, transfers. You know, I just seen a 5-star player. I never thought I'd see this, right? Caleb Love. I think he's overrated as a college player. You've been here 3 years. You only averaged about 14.5 points a game. You're a 5-star recruit. You had talk about you going pro after your first year. I ain't seen it. You play at UNC, University of North Carolina. When I grew up, that was the place to go if you were a hooper. As well as many other ones, Georgetown, Syracuse, Duke, obviously. You know, Villanova, any of those big East schools, Connecticut, you know what I'm saying? You get up in there, you pretty much locked in. St. John's, you know what I mean? Those are traditional programs. Well, with all that being said, man, Caleb Love is into the transfer portal after 3.5 years starting at North Carolina. I think that's the craziest shit I've ever seen. If that's not a person overvaluing, he better go out and average 30 next year wherever he go. Like, how you can get better than Carolina? How do you get better than Carolina?
Where'd he go?
He just entered his name in the portal. And it's early. Like, how you get somebody off the court must have did something heinous to him.
You never know. Shit.
Hubert Davis wasn't playing him enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody be claiming starting time or playing time or whatever, but you never know with some of these kids.
You gotta be competitive. You gotta want to hoop. If you ain't trying to hoop, man, then get the hell off the court, man, because that's what it's about. Competing.
If you can't get on the court, you gotta try to grind your time, but not be a teammate.
Look. I'm gonna put it to you like this. You see a team that's out here destroying teams in the Final Four. UConn running through everybody and they MF and mama, man. I probably would pick UConn to win it, but I'm gonna try to stay away from that whole picking games and shit. But UConn.
Me too.
UConn, man, has been smashing everybody. Miami got a good chance to knock them out. Miami been looking good, but with that all being said, G, they gonna have a hell of a game on their hands, bro. They just gonna have to go out there and compete like a motherfucker, because UConn just steamrolling motherfuckers, man. Double figure, everybody get it. Everybody can get it. They man, let me shut up, because I'm about to UConn giving it to folks like that pinch nerd giving it to Ben Simmons. Sit your ass down, buddy. Sit your ass down. Shit. Anyway, man.
To give it to this
man, we gonna move on to the league, man, because y'all know Ben Simmons sitting his ass down, man. Ben Simmons, give him all that motherfucking money back, man. You've been stealing. You've been in the league 4, 5, 6 years now, stealing. Nigga ain't learned how to shoot a shot. He out here talking about.
Nigga called pretty wicked. That's
Pretty
what it
Ricky?
is.
Hell yeah. No.
That's him,
You know what it is?
That is him.
You know what it is?
That's old pretty.
It's two things.
OP.
People out there on vacation, seeing a light-skinned ninja dribbling the ball. It's like, damn, he's shooting with his left and right. He pretty damn big. How old is your kid? Oh shit, he's young. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be founded of finding Ben Simmons. Man, you went out here and found a kid that was just dribbling a damn ball. Anybody, that's what happened when you're 16, you can dribble damn good.
Pretty Ricky, man. He loved them women. I ain't even call no hoes and nothing like that. But he loved them women, bro. He loved to party. He loved to party. That's his thing, bro. He loved to party. He gonna play just enough in the league to go make sure he can keep his check. Because he done found out they will withhold his shit. And he will be sitting back, sore assing and got to get his attorney and his agent involved. And they're telling me, man, you got to go ahead and play. He like, oh, no, my back. But he up in there, but he up in there. Yeah, but he up in there. He doing all of it,
man.
But yeah, can't play though.
Look at Ben Simmons, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, who genuinely be hurt a lot. But I think these guys headline why it's about to get tough in this NBA. Because right now, people making jokes about Adam Silver. Is he even real commissioner? Right now, I used to make fun of how David Stern ruled the NBA. But the NBA under David Stern was a better product.
Yes.
I hate to say it. The talent is immensely better right now. Man, the game has never had players like it's had now. But how the game is being run right now is trash.
There's no commitment to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, most teams don't play no D. I mean, throughout the regular season, everybody don't go hard, but there's certain teams it's going to give you some physicality on the defensive end every night.
Every night. Ain't no bad boys.
If they offensive ain't, they offense those times is trash. But
they gonna give you that. They gonna muck it up. They gonna muck it up.
They gonna be in your ass.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some technical fouls. Like, motherfuckers gonna be frustrated. It's gonna be that type of game.
Facts.
But man, now in the NBA, it's a lot of 135s, the 150s, and 119s, the 132s, and like it's crazy. And it's just cats.
Over-unders be 287. Man. Like, what the fuck is the over-under 287 fucking points, man?
One game the other night was like 313.
See what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't understand, that's the combined scores of both teams. It is almost outlandish to absolutely think.
It is in an NBA game.
To think two teams could score 300 plus points in a game. For me, I grew up, I could name some of the cats that I watched get 50-point games in the NBA. Now it's like everybody get a 50 piece.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And 50 piece used to mean something in the league if you went out there and you dropped 50 on that opponent.
Like peep game, because everybody, loves Golden State's offense. But when they was at their peak, I think them last couple championships they won, the defense was crispy. Man. It was nasty. And their opponents were scoring about 90-something. And they was only clipping for like at their max, like 125, maybe 122, but it was like 115, 110. Yeah. They were staying in that range, and they had all that firepower going. So that kind of tells you that the opposition was playing so much better defense.
Yep.
Because now their game's just like, if they at home, they blowing motherfuckers out.
I think a young team like Memphis, they're going to play a little bit of defense. But if I ain't slapping your shot, I ain't too worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. The Tony Allens of the world, you see, Patrick Beverly, he's a nuisance, but not because his defensive skills stop players. The Ruben Pattersons of the world, Tony Allens, Bruce Bowens, cats that, man, these cats is going to stay in front of you, you know what I'm saying, play solid D on you, you know what I'm saying? So now you don't have these type of players in the league. You got a bunch of Ben Simmons, you know what I'm saying, out here. Man, it's Ben Simmons, man. Get that money back, bro. Get that money back. Everything Paul Simmons when you done fucked it up, huh, Ben?
Ben Simmons is a stale Twinkie.
That's a damn shame.
You gonna get that motherfucker and open it up. Everything is gonna be nice and fresh and just soft, and you gonna wait for that cream. You gonna bite that motherfucker just stiff, like god damn.
This ain't no good.
This motherfucker in the trash.
This ain't no good. We waited too long.
Throw it in the trash,
man. So moving off,
get that paper back, yo.
Moving off, being on to another flimsy player, KD. Since we got flimsy minute right now.
I ain't heard what happened.
He been out 10 games for that ankle slips. He come back tomorrow. Wednesday night he gonna be, back on court. How you think Phoenix is gonna really go down this last 2 weeks worth of games?
I'm hoping this is not going to be true because I got a little, I kind of got a little heart for Chris Paul. I want to see him get a chip, but I will say this:
Paul.
It ain't going to happen.
He's dirty.
I think it ain't going to happen because man, they another one. They like not a stale cracker, but a fresh cracker because a fresh cracker break it easier. But they like a cracker, man.
They fragile.
Yeah, and I'm, man.
This is the two problems, right? I'm gonna give it to you right now.
I can't see them going to stretch with everybody on the starting squad.
They
staying healthy.
They paint Chris Paul like a winner, and I'm not hating on Chris Paul. Chris Paul got great statistics, but since Chris Paul been in college, he been punching players in the nuts.
Yeah, he will hit you in the balls.
Any player that will stoop to that type of level. Repeatedly throughout his career,
yeah, man,
most likely is going to win the greatest thing of them all. And it's sad because Chris Paul is the president of the Players PA. So it's sad that he's had these. That's my only blemish against Chris Paul, right? To me, that's a punkish type player who that doesn't present winning.
Well, as a man, that's some hoe ass shit. I mean,
it's some bitch shit. It's some bitch shit. You little bitches for that.
I guess because he's killing you or some shit. You got to hit
Julius Hodge,
balls,
NC State. He did. That's the first person he did to Julius Hodge at NC State when he was at Wake Forest. 2 times. Reached around him. Nah.
Yeah, that shit there.
You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen him do it multiple times in the NBA and get away with it. So, Chris Paul, you won't win because you like to hit niggas in the nuts instead of play ball.
Won't happen.
Devin Booker. The biggest crybaby, undercover in the league.
Major.
The league. And usually crybabies don't win nothing because they're too busy crying about what has happened to play defense. So until Phoenix stopped thinking DeAndre Ayton can stop all 5 players from coming to the basket and scoring, you know what I'm saying? And they 4 other players started keeping people in front of them. You traded your best defender in Brooklyn, who's blossoming like a spring flower.
Balling.
Boy, right now that boy is looking like a flower in the springtime of
fresh soil.
You hear me?
And it's raining.
On me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mikal Bridges for his blossoming, getting up under Chris Paul and Devin Booker's leadership, Monty Williams. I mean, unfortunately, Monty had those unfortunate accidents, tragedies that happened here in Oklahoma City, who I think was probably primed to become our next head coach, which kind of looking at Monty now, I'm kind of glad he didn't. You know what I mean? I feel like there's more to Monty that we don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother episode for Crime and Canna.
What you mean?
Because his wife died in a car accident, and soon after she died, he remarried. You know what I'm saying? Within a year or two. You know what I'm saying? So So I'm just saying, man, that shit just be odd to me, player. You can't. Your loved one can't pass away, and 1 year, 2 years later, you get remarried.
My wife died.
You know what I'm saying? That's just odd. You know what I'm saying? There probably needs to be. I'm not saying that 5 years is the sanctioned time, but there need to be at least a little bit of time. If you spend 30 years with a person, married, you know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all was dating, y'all was together 30 years, y'all was dating, you do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Even though you spent the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole marriage paper license.
Yeah, that changes dynamics of it. You know what I'm saying? Correct.
But I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, man, that's just odd to me. But anywho, back to sports. Monty Williams, Phoenix, they ain't doing their shit. Embiid low-key called out other MVPs and other players of say equal stature, of why they don't get as much criticism and pressure about winning MVPs or winning championships. Right or wrong for Embiid to do that, though? Should he just accept the pressure and go out there and ball, or should he have a rebuttal for it? That's the question.
I think he's frustrated because he is going out there and been balling. You know what I'm saying? Like for several years.
Hit that subscribe.
For several years. Please. Yeah, hit that.
Bing, bing.
Yeah, but he's been doing it for several years, bro. For sure. And I think he get frustrated. Sure. I don't agree. I don't think he should have did it. I think it's an improper look for him for what he is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I agree with you. Just keep getting out there balling and let the chips fall where they may.
He should have said something.
And I'm glad he said something. I am too.
I'm kind of glad he said something.
But I'm concerned because of the reason that he said it. Because as black men, we all know it. But I be careful when you say things like that, though. If you don't have the proper coverage or backing, because
Jason Terry?
It'll get flipped on you.
Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, you'll be martyrs in the league.
Not just martyrs part.
You won't be martyrs.
I brought up those two names because I say that to say this. Dallas and Dirk couldn't get over the hump until they got those two players. Those two players were the difference in the reason on why Miami wasn't able to beat Dallas and helping LeBron have his first playoff meltdown. You know what I'm saying?
That was a big one, yeah.
But with all that being said, man, I say that to talk about Luka Doncic. He put that wing on me. Luka, the next LeBron. They said, Luka, the next LeBron.
That's what they said.
He a superstar. He this and that, but nobody talks about how disappointed it is for Luka, who's won Euro titles already.
He ain't shit over here.
He ain't doing shit in this league.
He's not going to.
Why? Looking like beer. Looking like cake.
Yeah. After every game, Luka gotta have beer. I have beer. I drink a pint, couple pints. Well, maybe like 4 pints. But by midnight, it'd be 9 pints. But
who knows? Nobody knows. Luka don't keep count.
No, Luka love beer. I love beer.
Yeah, but get back serious.
Nah, his game
don't translate to winning.
Nah, it's like the old school James Harden to me.
For sure.
When he was in Houston, it was ridiculous. Sure. He was scoring just at a clip that was just stupid, just crossing, splashing on people. But they was terrible. You know, they was get to a certain point. I ain't gonna say they was terrible because towards the end they was terrible.
Well,
but they was going, Western Conference Finals and shit like that. Well, yeah.
When you don't perform there, that's terrible.
Shit fell apart.
You know, you missed 27, 25, 26 straight threes. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was brutal.
That's hard.
So that's kind of, to me, that's what it's reminiscent of. Okay. That's kind of what it puts me in the mind of.
All right.
But his game, bro, it has those moments where it's fantastic and flashy and everything else. But you can watch the players on this team. Don't nobody necessarily.
They blame Kyrie already, bro.
Yeah, they stand there looking around, and kind of the same thing with Kai. Kai gets his flowing just a pinch more in moments. But those two together should work. But Luka got to really be the flow of it because of his size.
Luka
and what he's capable of doing.
Luka's abilities are overrated. He's a one-on-one player.
Mm-hmm.
In your league, that might work. You know what I mean? Guys aren't as athletic as you. You might be bigger, stronger than them. Over here, there's a lot of cats that's going to be bigger, stronger, and more athletic.
Down to that mustard.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's what I think he really fears, is getting down to that mustard. I don't think he's in shape enough to get down to that mustard. You know what I'm saying? To where the flash in from the post, especially with his skills, cut back or do whatever the fuck you want to do from there, or just really pass from there. The offense would be so much different.
He's a great passer. Kyrie. He made a double team pass, jumped up in the air, threw the ball cross court to the other side corner. Dude hit the 3 last night. Fabulous pass, right? But can't do it in playoffs. You put Phoenix out. Phoenix was a fragile team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you ran up against the Warriors. You know, and you see what that happened. I mean, Dallas Dallas can't compete with Golden State because Golden State, when they get their shit together in the playoffs, might be the right scenario for Golden State to get their shit together, right?
I don't know. I don't know if you can just click it on and start playing on the road.
Well,
better on the road than they have been because they are terrible.
I feel like terrible. with the playoffs, you're more locked in to where you know you're not gonna be like, all right, hey, I'm gonna be in motherfucker. We in Oakland tonight. I'm gonna be in New York tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Miami fucking Wednesday. You see what I'm saying? Well, shit, we're gonna be in Chicago, so I'm gonna have to be around team. I'm gonna have to be more team oriented because these next 2-3 days, I'm gonna be locked in right here. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if anything, Golden State has a fighting chances because of that positioning. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's it on the league. So man, I think we finna wrap it up, make it real quick. Before we go, we got the last little low shindigs of the night, and that's I would like to give a big shout out to this year's 46 national high school boys and girls basketball teams. Man, the participants in it, man. Shout out to y'all, all the hard work. Dope. First and foremost, it takes the dedication in the classroom, man. So, man, big props for y'all, man. They're having 46 girls game. Girls game, I believe, is happening at 7. Maybe it's on now, maybe 6.
Okay.
I didn't catch it, but the boys game is at 9 tonight, man. If y'all get a chance, check out next year's talent. see who your colleges in March Madness might be getting next year to help
be on y'all squad.
Yeah, make a long Final Four run, man. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to catch the game. There's a local kid out there from Oklahoma, Dale City, in the game. So for sure, we want to give him a shout out. He's going to Oklahoma State next year, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's pretty dope.
So yeah,
that's
man.
Very dope.
I can't remember the young kid's name right now, but with that all being said, man, because I don't know who a lot of the boys or girls participants, so I just want to give shout out if there's a 15-man roster to all 15 players on both sides, coaches, assistants, parents, everybody, man. Round of applause for y'all, what y'all do from the Sports Sesh. We out. Peace. It's your boy, too.